Hi, everyone. This is Ms. Chavez. I wanted to share with you a resource that just made itself available to us for free right now. It's going to be free until the 30th of April. And so I thought there were some cool things on here that could help specifically our ESL students, especially those ones that are brand new to the country, to have a better grasp of what's going on. So the one I want you to go to is this one right here with the Enye, the capital Enye. So we're going to click on that. And it's going to take us to, I have it open twice now, this wonderful page with a bunch of different resources. So one of the first things I wanted to point out was the virtual museum. So this is pretty cool. Obviously, this would be more beneficial with like art class and studying the different periods. It breaks down the periods, and you can click on, say, the Italian Baroque period, for instance, and see different selections of different artwork from that period, and then click on a piece and learn more about it. So it's pretty cool in that aspect, and give them a little bit of reference from that. But that one, while it's cool, is maybe not the most beneficial to our students. We have this one that's maps. So this is the world map. You can click on a country or a continent, and it will take you to selections from that. What I thought would be good for this, as far as our students, would be being able to see some of the same information that we're presenting in English in Spanish as well. So for instance, when we click on the United States, there's a map in here about the different parts of the purchases of the United States, like right here. So this one talks about, the Louisiana purchase, the purchase where we got Texas, or not Texas, the war that we got Texas, California, Oregon, all those things, how we acquired those areas and explaining it in time periods, but in Spanish instead of just in English. I know this would be beneficial with U.S. history as well as Texas history, because we talk about those in both. So this could be really helpful with those pieces. Just that's one example for that one. Our next one I wanted to show you is the news articles. So, of course, with science and things like that, we're learning about different parts that's going to help kind of understand what these things are. So this would be a really great just like reading element that we could tie or connect with English. So for instance, one about viruses, huge deal right now. It's really important to understand. So this explains what they are, how they came about, all that fun information, has great diagrams, all sorts of great details that could be beneficial for those students specifically. All right, next one. This one, called a visual navigator. So this, I'm not completely understanding it, just because my Spanish is not so great. But for instance, they have basketball. And so it gives you articles and information about specific players. I'm guessing that's game rebounding, I think. I'm not exactly sure what all it is, but it's about sports. So I think this one's on. Well, yeah. So anyways, there's just different informations, and they have different resources. So this would be a really good way for them to be able to do research. So this could actually be beneficial not just for our ESL students, but also for our Spanish class students, specifically for the ones that are native speakers. This would be a great way to challenge them to be able to do some research in Spanish as well as English. I think that would be really great for them. All right, next. This one, it's pretty cool because it breaks things down by subject matter. So this has to do something with religion, different types of like visual arts, I believe, sciences and technology, social sciences, literature and language, and then mathematics. So let's do this one, for instance, because biology. So let's do microbiology for the fun of it. It gives you a bunch of different articles about microbiology, and so you can click on different ones and read about them just to help the students have a kind of a better understanding about those things. Geology is a lot of fun. I think we might do some of that in our schooling, but there's a lot of different options for information for them. So I think that would be very beneficial. Social studies, for instance, you have geography, history of Spain. So there's a lot of great things that would be beneficial within that. Okay, and then we have timelines. This is kind of cool because it helps break down time periods that are important. So like in the Middle Ages, ancient history. I believe this would be industrialization. Can't translate that. And then like present day. All right, modern day stuff. So that's kind of neat. Once you click on those, it gives you kind of time functions as well as some of the things that happened during those time periods. So I think that would be really cool to use as well, especially with history. All right. And then go back to home. Another one that would be really cool is this one. So in 7th grade science, I know for a fact that they are doing all the body systems. Here it has the body systems laid out in Spanish. So I thought that would be really cool. So let's do digestive system, intestines. It breaks down an explanation. It gives you some media along with it. It's fairly lengthy, but it breaks down and helps explain what those parts are. So for those students, like I said, that are brand new to the country, that they don't really understand what's going on, when we're talking about these things in English, this would be beneficial to help them understand in Spanish. So they're learning the same information, but then we'll also pair it with the English translations, so that way they're getting the grasp in both languages. So I thought that would be very beneficial to those guys as well. And then we have some music. I thought this would be great for like choir. For instance, it has a different artist. You can click on it and it will play the songs. This could be a lot of fun. So anyways, those are some different things that could be beneficial for you guys. I hope that helps. If not, I'm sorry for wasting your time. But if you find something that you wanted to use in this or you want to explore it on your own, just reach out to me and I will give you the information to log in. All right, have a great day and best of luck.